refill it. You sure you don't need
Here, you want me to refill it? Was it this?
I just don't want my shit to look super full.
Okay, you don't want to look left out. You want me to like put some coke? You want me to put some coke in it?
That's up to you.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look fucked up.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, if your cup is empty, they gonna be like, damn, she finished the cup before y'all niggas even started. Sheesh, she drunk as shit. How you nervous? You good?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Man. Shit. Nah, not like
no,
that.
But niggas really be like, I don't understand why. Like, I'm not.
Why you shooting shots at you, nigga?
Yo,
this is my all-star weekend.
So you Yo, this nigga dumb, man. You in the wrong city, nigga. Oh shit. Oh man. I think I'm a little nervous for this one.
Really?
Actually. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Cause I don't know how this is going. I don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah. Is anything like off limits? Are you alright?
I'm cool.
Yo.
I mean, like I would be like, no, thank you.
I got you.
Yeah. I can't think like what could you possibly say that was
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, but you know, I don't know like what might be going on in your personal life. I mean, I'm gonna ask you, but
oh yes.
You know, no.
I already been in therapy, so we good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I go once a week.
How long you been doing that?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I've been in therapy for like 8 months now.
How is it?
It's cool.
Like cool, like you it's growing on you, or cool like you actually like it?
No, like cool, like I actually like it. I feel better. I'm a better person.
Yeah.
That's good. What made you want to go? Like, did something happen, or you just felt like you wanted to speak to somebody?
So my boyfriend had a heart attack.
Okay.
And he is like in a nursing home, but he's brain dead, essentially.
Wow.
So that shit was just like overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to I went through court for like 6 months with his family, fought over a bunch of shit. So I just left that shit, moved in with my mom, and then I ended up here.
Damn. That is the deepest fucking start we've ever had to the show.
Yeah. That's why I said, what limits? Like, what shit? You can't hit me with nothing that I ain't already been hit with in life.
It's Jaxon from Sex with Strangers. Fucking another one mic stand. We got a very special and interesting guest on the show today. I talk a lot on this podcast about my exes. This is not Voldy. It's not the Voldy ex. So relax, chill out. But this is my ex from 14, 13 years ago. Shit. But yeah, I talk about my exes quite a lot on the show, but mostly my most recent ex. But you're not her. This isn't that. This is my ex from maybe like I was saying 13 or 14 years ago. And we just so happen to be in Denver. She lives in Denver, so I hit her up and was like, yo, you want to sit down and talk some shit and answer some tough questions and, you know what I'm saying, hurt my ego a little bit and all that. And she was like, yeah, for sure. So what made you actually agree to sit down? Did I surprise you when I hit you up?
Well, shit don't surprise me no more, so.
Okay.
I wasn't surprised, but I think I said yeah because, so I think a lot of shit that happened, like how I ended up in that situation that I just left or got kicked out of or whatever the hell we call it, I think a lot of that relates back to maybe some shit that happened between us. So I was just like, you know what? I'm already rethinking my life, redoing this shit over again, so why not? It must be a sign.
Interesting. Damn, we about to really, all right, we just gonna fucking get right into it then. So the reason that I thought this would be a good conversation is because I'm lucky enough to kind of have a little bit of a platform to where people get to hear my perspective and hear my side of the story for all of the experiences that I've been through, but they only get to hear my side. Like nobody really ever gets to hear the girls that I'm talking about, or the women that I'm referring to, or like when I say what my feelings are on a certain situation, there's no one ever there to really retort or rebut, besides like the two girls who are just speaking from a woman's perspective. We're not speaking from like the actual horse's mouth, right?
Right.
So I felt like it'd be a cool like situation or scenario to like kind of like sit down and like talk face to face, because you know when things happen, it's hard to kind of like talk about them like in the moment. But you know, as time passes, I just kind of feel like we get over stuff, we get past stuff, we just grow as people, we evolve, and then you know we forgive, or at least I would like to think that, you know what I'm saying, like we forgive or whatever, and then it's just a lot easier to come back and revisit a lot of stuff, right? So I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool, kind of funny to just like really hear what really happened, but not my version of like what happened, or really what it's like. What is it like to like be in a relationship with me? Because I feel like I know what I do, but you know everybody has like their own perception of like who they are or how they are.
True.
So like just in a very general question, like what was it like, if you could remember, like what was it like dating me or being in a relationship with me?
Reflecting now.
Well, give me both.
Yeah.
Give me both. Like, what do you, if you could put yourself back in that space, what do you feel like it was like then, and then now looking back on it, what would you say now?
It wasn't a bad experience. I didn't have any bad experiences. I don't have really any negative energy from it. I think from my perspective, it was about maturity. I think it, like, just a person's ability to think about the impact of the decisions they're making, or the choices they may throw people into, and not allowing people to have a decision or per se, take away someone else's ability to decide. I guess that's the way I'm saying it.
So wait, so like that makes sense, but like, what do you?
That makes sense to me now.
I need you to be more specific. Like, when you say that, what do you mean exactly? Like, your maturity, my maturity?
No. Definitely my maturity. I think if I go back there, you are definitely further along than I was in the maturity department.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't never hear that. Like, I don't hear that shit today. Well, why? What makes you say that?
Just mentally, like some of the shit that irked you, got on your nerves, or just generalizations. Like, we used to argue a lot about generalizations about women. I remember that about you. And like, that shit would piss me off back then, but I think now, like, some of that shit, you know, could be true. You know, I just have, like, I think I have a more listening ear. Like, it's more, like, back then it was more, like, woman bashing. I was like, nah, I'm not trying to hear it. But now it's, like, is this an opportunity to reflect or look in the mirror? Like,
I got you. So what was, what were some of the... What were some of my weaknesses, if you can remember? And I don't know how well do you remember stuff? Because I feel like I remember like everything from every situation. So
my memory's not as good as yours.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
Is it the weed or is it?
Nah, it's just in general. Like, I just don't have space. Like, I had to clear some shit out.
I got you. But all right. Well, yeah. Like, what would you say some of like my downfalls or my shortcomings were?
For me, then, I think it was how into baseball you were.
That was your thing. That was a weakness? That was
a weakness, yes.
Why do you think that was?
Because there was no place, no thing, no one. Like, there was just no limit there. Like, you were going to get it.
Right.
So I say going back then, that was a limitation. Like, now, probably not so much. But
now, how did that... Because I do feel like that was like, when people ask me like, why did y'all, you know, how come your first ex didn't, why y'all ain't work out? I never try to go like the pointing fingers route, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every time somebody asks me a question like that, like I always say, at the time, like I feel like baseball was my priority. Like you just said, like nobody was really gonna get in the way of that. And I remember like being depressed back then too. Within my situation of like my college situation, where I wasn't playing, and then I had to transfer, and then that shit kind of fucked up, and like just everything, like nothing really was going right baseball wise. So that was just kind of like affecting like the rest of my life and like the rest of my relationships, not only with you but with my parents, my homies, like Carrie, like Mike, all them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was just kind of like baseball was like, it was kind of like God for real.
That was it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when that shit fucked up, or when that wasn't going well, like it trickled down into every other aspect. So that's usually the story that I tell, and I usually say like I was so focused on that one thing, or it controlled or consumed me so much that I wasn't really able to be like the boyfriend that a girl deserved or would have wanted, or all of those things, right? And I feel like the distance played a part.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I felt like because I remember having money that wasn't mine in college, right? Like fucking like loan money and shit like that, and that allowed us to like see each other by like traveling and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I kind of felt like when I was like, oh shit, like my shit's dwindling down, I don't have no money, we saw each other less. And I feel like that played a part. Yeah. But in my mind, it went straight to the, damn, I don't got no money, shit's going bad because the nigga don't got no money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whether that was right or wrong, that was just kind of like, that's how I connected those dots. Yeah, I mean,
that's interesting because I never thought about money.
Yeah, but
when I think about moving on, it was definitely, it had nothing to do with money. That's not a thought that I remember having.
So what were your before we get into that though, because I feel like people who do listen to the show, the way that I talk, some people think I ain't shit, but I think most people think like that I'm a pretty like respectable, upstanding guy or whatever. But that's mostly coming from just shit that I say, or maybe how I talk, or whatever. But I really want to get like, what was some shit that you felt like I put you through that really like got under your skin, or that you complained about to your homies or to your friends? Like those private conversations that only girls have with each other.
Like they were all related to baseball and how dedicated you were to baseball. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I don't have no other complaints. Like it was just the intense commitment to baseball, and like with your commitment to baseball that way, like that meant I had to travel, or if you were traveling to see me, it had to fit within baseball's schedule. So a lot of times I wasn't getting time when I felt like I deserved it or when I wanted it. But at that time, I felt like it was your fault because I felt like you should make better decisions or better choices or different choices. Mm-hmm. But you didn't. So. No, but
yo, that's so funny, man.
You did. You just continued on the way, and so
Yeah, I remember talking to my mom about how, cause I be overthinking, right? I was even an overthinker back then, and I was thinking like, cause I met you, I think when I was like a sophomore in college, maybe like 19 or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And at the time, I kind of feel like all my friends, like, you know, because Carrie kind of like introduced us or whatever through
Right.
TMI. I feel like all my friends kind of like hyped me up on some baseball shit, right? And clearly I was like, oh, baseball. But in college, like, I wasn't actually playing. Okay. So I kind of feel like I was just I'm guessing, I'm speculating here that I kind of felt like maybe you didn't really believe that I was as good as everybody was saying that I was, because, okay, nigga, at the end of the day, like, why you not fucking playing then? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, the further you go up, like, it just gets more complicated. Like, it's never, if you good, then you'll play. Like, it's unfortunately, it's never that simple. Mm-hmm. But that was just one of the thoughts that had crossed my mind. I was like, well, maybe she kind of thinks it's more of an extracurricular activity than, you know, me, like, actually, like, trying to do this, like as a career, because maybe she doesn't see the result of, like, me playing on the field, as opposed to just, like, hearing a whole bunch of fucking folk tales about how nice he was in high school.
No. So I believed you were nice. I didn't ever doubt that. I have a reason to doubt that. But from my perspective of that time, like, I come from parents. I mean, everybody knows my closest relationship is my dad. He's just a working man. You know what I mean? So for me, it was like, if baseball wasn't going to work out and you had focused everything there, what were you going to do if that didn't work out? What was that going to look like?
Yeah. You thought I was going to be a bum?
Nah, I just feel like he was going to be fucked up. Like, I don't know how.
Oh, like, you mean like mentally?
Yeah, because you put that much energy into something and then you don't have a second plan.
I got you.
Right? So then I would have to deal with your fucked upness and maybe being a bum. But,
oh, that's like, funny.
If it maybe was no fucked upness and maybe you being a bum, then yeah, I probably would have been like, okay. Because you can fix being a bum, but like that mental the mind shit, like, nah, that's all you.
Yeah. And I one of the things I also remember is how we broke up, right? I was depressed, and then I was in Pine Bluff, and then I went to a tryout, and I had like the best fucking performance of my life up to that moment. At that particular tryout, it was almost like, I felt like it was like God, like, being like, I'm gonna give you a chance, my nigga, and see what you do with it, right? Mm-hmm. And like, I played the best that I ever played. These niggas like offered me a contract like right on the spot, and it was like instantly like my depression was gone. And I kind of remember like kind of like talking to you like on the phone, and I feel like you could sense that my depression had just kind of like instantly like vanished. But I kind of felt like you weren't really as happy for me as I kind of felt like you should have been. I kind of felt like you may have taken it like, why the fuck can baseball cure this nigga's depression? Why can't I cure this nigga's depression? I could be way off, but that's just how that's how it felt.
That's accurate.
And maybe like and I was like down in spring training or whatever, and I remember I was sitting in my car, and I was like talking to you, and I don't know what the fuck we was talking about. But then you was just like, I think we should see other people. And then I remember like laughing, right? I was like, you funny. And he's like, nah, I'm serious. I think we should. And I was like, wait, what? And I don't really remember what happened after that. I can't really remember like what words were said or something like that. But yeah, I was just, it was weird. It kind of blindsided me when probably it really shouldn't have, mm-hmm. but it did. How right am I about that? Like, what were
You're right. Like, I mean, if something outside of me can bring you that level of happiness, then there's no need for me to be present.
When did you because you know how they say like girls break up with you like in their mind way before they actually do. Like,
I really did not realize it until I said it, because we was having a regular conversation, right? Were we not?
I believe
yeah,
so.
we were.
Yeah.
I think we were. So I think when I said it, it was like insert.
Niggas was talking about movies. I was like, yeah, The Dark Knight is about to come out. I was like, yeah, you should go see that with another bitch.
Yeah, not me. So
I was like, oh man, that shit really shook me up though. Like
I definitely did not think about it. I didn't plan it. I didn't tell other people. I don't even think I talked to Candace about it.
Oh man,
that's why I said it just happened at that moment. Like it was like, it came to my mind and it came out my mouth.
I wish I could break up with people that easy. You know, I'm just saying. Like I say that like I've been in a whole bunch of fucking relationships. I haven't, but yeah, I don't know I don't know. I can't. It's hard for me to like hurt people's feelings. Like when I know that they feelings gonna be hurt. I don't know. It's just hard for me to do.
And I think it was like around Valentine's Day too.
No, because it was like it had to be in like April.
Okay.
Because I was in like spring training or whatever, and I remember it was like late April, early May or some shit like that, somewhere around there. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. Did you ever cheat on me?
No, I did not cheat on you.
Oh, okay.
No. Why, you thought I did?
Why
you thought I did?
Nah, I didn't.
That seemed like a door, like a window. Like what?
No, it wasn't a. All right, so I remember like when I was in when I was in Arkansas, I remember us having a conversation where you was like, where you wanted me to like fuck with other girls. Or whatever. Like you had suggested that, you know, since the distance and blah blah blah, you know, like I mean, you know, since we just kind of far apart, just talk to other girls, you know, it's cool, whatever. And I thought that shit was immediately a setup. I don't trust this shit. What's she up to?
I don't even remember that shit.
And yeah, so I was you know, I had never I've never been the type of person who, so, you know, is like suspecting somebody to be cheating or like if I was to catch somebody like cheating on me, like I would be fucking super shocked. I would not coming from a pompous place, but just cause like I trust people,
right?
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just genuinely like I feel like I wouldn't ask a girl to be like my girlfriend if that was a concern or whatever. But the reason I ask that is because now I don't know if this is the boyfriend that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The one that went to Kansas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same dude. Yeah.
So, and this is, can we talk about it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I don't want to be like disrespectful, not like that.
No,
but
you could.
I kind of felt like, cause he was a guy that you got in a relationship like with after me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how like after the fact, you kind of, even though you out of a relationship, like your feelings aren't out of it yet, mm-hmm. right? So if you have any kind of like connection with somebody, whether it be like social media, or whatever, you know, you kind of like there's a lingering time where you like low key just like keep tabs on people.
Yeah,
right?
Just lurk.
And yeah, lurk. Yeah, you don't have to say that, but
that's what it's called though.
But yeah, where you like lurk or whatever. Okay. So, you know, I did some lurking, some lingering.
Okay.
And I mean, I didn't like find anything, but I just thought it was interesting how I remember while we were together, like I remember you like saying how like y'all was homies Like, how y'all was cool. How how you was like, yeah, you know, he reminds me of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like the same sneakers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And my but let me tell you, cause he know this my nigga. He know how fucking dumb I am, right? I'm like, oh shit, that nigga sound cool as a motherfucker, right?
Shit.
And the next thing I know, this nigga took my job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just like, but in the moment, like, I just feel like I've always been such a like super non-jealous person that like I'm a big up somebody before I raise an eyebrow at some shit. So I really wasn't thinking nothing of it. I was like, damn, sound like a cool dude. I should meet him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just never came to that. So I just, how did that all even like transpire? Cause like if you look at it from the outside looking in, you know, it would seem fishy.
Suspicious?
Yeah, it would seem fishy, yeah.
Yeah, now that you said all of that, yes. But from my perspective, no. Because we were homies. And I don't even think we became a couple till well after I finished my undergrad. So that would have been well after I was done with you. I mean, I worked with you.
Done with you.
Not like that, but you know what I mean? That would have been well after we were over.
I got you.
But we worked together. We made money together. We hung out together. He had a girlfriend. That was the other thing. So, yeah, I don't know. That nigga was truly just the homie. And it just morphed in. We hung around each other for so long that I think it just morphed into a relationship.
Gotcha.
But nah, I never cheated.
Gotcha. Did you ever think that I cheated? Did you ever have like suspicions?
No. But when I told you should, so let's go back. Because when I told you should fuck other bitches, you got to remember, Jamal, you was a virgin when I met you, or like something like that, like pretty close to it, like. So. All right. So I was not.
So where did that come from? Where did that come from?
No,
we're gonna talk about. I don't know how much time.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't feel like. I don't feel like you can commit to a person for the whole entire rest of your life having only fucked that one person.
Hold on, no.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
No, I didn't. I wasn't about to say. Okay. I was not about to agree with you. That's what I was not about to do. Nigga trying to steal my cookies. But no, like I remember you were the third girl I had sex with, right?
Oh my God.
It's so funny. That's so funny. It's so funny because that nigga ain't shit.
I
man.
know.
Oh man, but the first girl, and it was so the second. I'm glad you brought this up because it is sex with strangers, right? So we definitely gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Nah, but like just the way that I've always just thought though. Like I was like the one nigga who didn't believe in relationships in high school, because like everybody I knew who was in relationships in high school was fucking other people, and I was like, y'all niggas is like, that shit is stupid. Just fuck people. Like, why would you be in a relationship and want to do all this other shit? Like that was just, I don't know, that was never my thing. Like that was just never something that I wanted to be. I never wanted to be a person who was a cheater. So I would just fucking sidestep the relationship for as long as possible until I knew that I was like really going to be serious about that one person, because you know I didn't want to be that ain't shit ass nigga. So I don't know why. So I wasn't a virgin though when we met.
Yeah, okay.
I was very inexperienced. But I was not a virgin. I wasn't a virgin. I wasn't.
Okay. I said close to it.
Yeah, close to it.
Okay.
But let's talk about that though, right?
Right. Okay.
Because I feel like that was gonna be one of the first things that you were gonna say when I asked you, like, about my like downfalls or weaknesses or whatever. Cause you can't be laughing on tape, my nigga. This nigga don't never laugh. He don't never laugh behind the camera. That's the cardinal rule behind the cameras. Don't make no noise, and he follows that shit. Except, really.
This nigga sucked in bed.
But nah, man. But that's a big.
So you thought I was gonna say that?
I thought you. Well, not necessarily that I was like super trash, but I thought that you was gonna say that like I may have been like really insecure about it, or just like really, really, my nigga, still.
I left the room.
Yeah, but we can still hear you. Damn. I'm trying to be transparent here, but I thought this was a safe space. We gonna need this nigga to go outside. But nah, like I really thought, cause looking back on this shit, I feel like I was insecure as fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was realistic about my, you know, like just me being like not fucking for so long. So why would I be good at that shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was just trying to be real about it.
Well, I don't have any memories of bad sex, so you're good there. You're safe.
Oh man, I
think you just thought about it too much. Like you just,
it
just comes natural. It's supposed to just come naturally.
It's supposed to.
You probably need to smoke some weed.
You probably
and then
right.
it would turn it off.
No, you're probably right. Because I tell you, like the times that I have fucked bitches the best was when I was drunk.
Yeah, see.
But I didn't even start drinking until I was like 25. So 25 and under, dick trash, like trash, horrible.
No,
but
one positive though about sex was that I remember about you is you always was challenging me about sucking dick. That was your thing, like. So I feel like I'm a much better dick sucker now because you laid the foundation. Yo, you know what I mean? Like,
wait, you gotta elaborate. You have to. What do you mean?
I mean, you knew how you wanted your dick.
I went like this.
No. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do anything inappropriate or like, no, creepy nigga shit.
No
but you know, like, yeah.
Okay.
But you were always definitely.
What did I do?
Clear about what you wanted, which not in a bad way.
Okay.
Cause I don't really think I sucked a lot of dick before I met you, so I needed some direction.
I remember you. I think you had commented on. I think it might have been on the Sex Exchanges post one time or something, and it was talking about. It wasn't like directed at me. It was just like a general thing. He was talking about how. I think he was talking about how you used to not really enjoy sucking dick.
Yeah.
Or you didn't really used to that wasn't your thing.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned something about how now you've kind of learned to like maybe like it or enjoy it, and as a result you feel like you're a lot better at it. Is that accurate? Or
that's accurate, yeah. But you definitely laid that foundation.
So I got so basically what you're telling me is I got the trash dick sucks. And now other niggas is out here getting that fire.
You got the practice rounds. You was like molding. You was molding it, you know? And then I just got older. And then I just made the rest of it work.
Oh my God. So wait, so what's
the crazy part is, so like, dude that I dated after you and he had this thing where he was like, he only wanted his dick sucked by hoes.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So at this point I'm like, okay, but I gotta keep my skill up, like, so I need to practice. So you're going to have to figure this out.
Wait a minute.
He associated sucking dick with hoe shit.
Now see,
I have no idea.
Damn.
I haven't met anyone else like that, but
me neither. Like
what? Yeah, it's probably like hindsight 2020 is probably some bullshit. But I can't go back and change it, so it is what it is.
Damn. Did you ever like? How did y'all push through that issue?
Just turn all the lights off, make it dark.
What would that do?
But then, I mean, I feel like he couldn't see me, so he wouldn't know if it was me or
Oh my God!
Like, I don't know. Like,
how many bitches was in the room? Like, what you mean? You don't know if it was you?
Oh, see, you wouldn't have to look at. He wouldn't have to look at me. He wouldn't have to see me doing it. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know.
Oh
like, we can't resurrect that nigga. So.
Oh my Lord! Oh my God, man! Damn, that's crazy. Damn, like, how did that make you feel though? Like, as a person who, now, did you, when you first...
Don't see, great thing that I had you because I still understood the value of a blowjob for me. Because I had experienced that with you. Because otherwise, he could have really fucked my life up. Like, I could be out here, like, not knowing how to suck, like, not sucking dick. And that could be a problem.
Yeah, no, I've ran into a few of those not sucking dick ladies.
Yeah, like, that's not okay.
Yeah, I was in a relationship with one.
Yeah. That did suck dick? Mm-hmm. In your 30s?
29s.
No, 29s.
Yeah. 29.
Well, she gonna have a long life ahead of her.
Yeah, you know.
But sometimes you gonna have to suck a dick.
I mean, yeah. Not me, but yeah. but yeah, no, man, that's a. Do you feel like when you didn't love to give head, and I'm not saying that you love to do it now, but now that I guess you've accepted it in your life.
Yes, I've accepted head in my life.
Do you feel like it makes relationships, like, what effect do you feel like it may have on your relationships, or if any? Or maybe not even just head, just like sex in general.
Well, I think men in general are more sexual in other relationships I've had, like in terms of frequency, demand.
What you mean?
Like, niggas in real life want to be out here just fucking all day long and getting their dick sucked all day long. Like, bitch gotta go to work.
What's like all day? Like 24 hours?
No,
all day,
like 3 times a day. Like, come
getting head?
Or getting fucked or any blend in between.
Like, what 3 times of the day, though? Because my days be long.
Your days be long, mine's too.
Yeah, so
that's how I feel.
I mean, I don't even.
But so morning, which I'm cool with morning. Morning is my prime time. I'm good in the morning. But like after work, like nah, bitch might just want to go to bed. I don't feel like I want to smoke and go to bed.
All right, tell me this though, like, right? Because I've heard the whole like I don't feel like it. Like, I've heard that excuse a lot.
Yeah,
so like, where is that?
I'm still dealing with that.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I don't feel like it,
like,
but I have to.
What makes you not feel like it?
For me, just being sleepy. Or like tired.
But everybody get tired.
I know. That's why I'm saying to you that I'm working on that. Like, I need to understand. Like, sometimes you just gotta do some shit and you gotta push through. Like, you know, I'm a work in progress.
Oh, this is hilarious.
I don't mind sucking dick. I like sucking dick, but sometimes I want to go to bed. Like, I'm not suck dick. Like, but I'm working on that. Because the nigga don't want to hear that shit.
But you know what though? Like, what's your, like, so in the times that what's your fear? Like, if you don't do it, like, what do you feel like would be the I don't want to say consequence, but like, just what do you feel like it happened? Because, like, if you say no too many times, like, what do you feel? Why do you feel like you have to push through?
If you say no too many times, then you're risking being cheated on. That's the problem. And I know, like, we live in this world where they try to tell people, like, if you really love somebody, you're not gonna cheat on them. That's bullshit. Like, I don't believe that. If you're not getting what you want, like, it's just a natural human thing to seek what you want. So, like, if you're not getting what you want, why wouldn't you? Like,
do conversations? What you think? Have you ever been in a situation where you wasn't getting something that you wanted, like sexually? Never.
I've been lucky enough to not be in that situation.
Damn, that's decent.
But I never noticed that I was lucky enough to be in that situation until, you know, my more recent dating escapades. So
are you able to?
Yeah.
Can we get some detail? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean,
what
like,
does that
just
mean? not giving head, or
No. That's not how I meant it. So like, he definitely giving it all. Like that's not the problem. But sometimes I just, like I told you, like I might just be like, a bitch want to go to sleep. Like I don't feel like dealing today.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been a source of like, okay, like are you aware of how often you saying that shit? Are you aware?
Wait. This is you're saying it or he's saying it?
No, he's saying this to me. So I'm saying like, nah, I don't want to suck no dick today because I want to go to bed.
Okay.
Like he's like, are you aware? This is why I think communication works. It's like, are you aware how many times you told me that? Like,
are you? Did he keep
no,
a
I
tally?
wasn't at that time.
Did he? Please tell me the tally. Please, because I'm not gonna lie.
He referenced some very specific times so that I could be like, okay,
How
yep,
long?
I said it that day. Yep, I said it. So like, for him, it maybe have been 2 weeks. It wasn't a long period. Like he was on it quick. Like, okay, bitch, two weeks. Like you've been
2 weeks no head or 2 weeks no nothing.
No, 2 weeks. There's been head, but not at the right frequency. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't understand.
But like this is
so either you sucking dick or you ain't. So I don't.
No. But for him, it's like you're not sucking enough dick.
Okay.
Cause you sucking dick, but it's not enough. Like I would like you to suck this dick at least once a day, if not twice.
Once a damn it, I need to be in these relationships. Yo, when I tell you, listen, I don't know how often you listen to us or if you would still do it or whatever, right? But I gotta stop talking about this girl, man. No, because I feel like people are gonna like think like I'm not over it or I'm not. I just feel like the stories they're just pure gold. Like they're funny. Like I went through them and they wasn't funny at all when I was going through them, but that shit is fucking hilarious. So, like I definitely used to keep tallies like on how long, like how long I would go without like getting no head or.
Were you cheating? Because you said she didn't suck dick at all, right?
No, I wasn't cheating. Which
so
made
you just would convince her to suck it?
No.
Oh shit!
What do you mean?
How long was this relationship?
How long? Maybe like between 2.5 and 3 years.
And you ain't get your dick sucked?
I mean,
I'm amazed.
No.
Because I would have been on the corner. It's like on the curb.
Listen, no, I mean she gave. I'm not saying I never did.
Okay.
But I'm just saying like it was like we may have had more eclipses than. I'm kidding.
Okay.
But nah, I don't know, man. It was like I can't really explain it because I don't really understand it. But I remember one time it was like 63 days where like her mouth hadn't been on my dick. And
wait till I tell my friend this.
Why would you do that? What's the? I mean, everybody.
No, I'm saying like the guy that I'm talking about, the who needs the blowjob daily. Like, wait till I tell him I know this nigga that went 63 days without getting his dick sucked, and you giving me sweat for 15 minutes. Like,
for 15
my nigga,
minutes.
get your shit together.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, like now our situation was. It was I can't really say it was long distance, but we weren't in the same city. So I would really only see her on weekends, and she had a kid too. So that kind of played a part. And yeah, so like I'd go see her. I would go up there like pretty much like every weekend. And it was one of those things where, like you said, I feel like I've always been pretty honest and like upfront with like what I like, what I want. Mm-hmm. So like it wasn't like she didn't like know. Like she knew. Like, yeah, all right, this nigga like this, and this. And then when I would get over there, like, I'm not doing this, or this. Like so we end up just be sitting there watching fucking Netflix. Like no chill, just Netflix. Like
just Netflix.
Yeah. And,
no sloppy.
And it was just like and the times that she like did give me head, like it was you could just feel that it was like she was only doing it because she knew that like, all right, I ain't did this shit in like 3 weeks, so let me fucking do it so this nigga can't talk shit. Or we would have a conversation about it because I would like bring it up, and then like we would get in an argument, and then she would suck my dick after that to just like be on some like, are you happy now, Gina? Damn type shit.
But was you enjoying the blowjobs?
I mean, yes and no, because like it wasn't coming from like a heartfelt place. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not fun if the person don't want to do it.
Yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got in some dick sucks where, you know, you could tell, like, she wants to do this. Like, you know what I mean? And then I've just gotten some other ones where it's like she's only doing it during the commercials. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it feels. Mm-hmm. Or whatever. And, yeah, I don't know, man. It was pretty trash. It was pretty trash, and I never want to go through that again. I don't. Like, if I, like, dating now, like, I don't even really be going on dates like that for real, but, like, if I hear, like, a girl, like, say some negative shit about, like, dick sucking, like...
But I was about to say, you sound traumatized. You need therapy.
Like, I'm out of there.
You need a referral.
I'm out of there, man.
You want to move to Denver?
I'm out of there, bro. Like, for real. They be sucking dick out here like that.
No, I'm just saying you need a therapist and some medical card or something.
I thought you meant you got some
I'm
hoes
sure.
for me.
Nah, I mean, it's a lot of those other kind of women here. Now here they like sucking dicks, so
that's hilarious, man.
that might work out for you.
But you know what though? Like, I didn't have my dick sucked from a couple of white chicks. Like, I feel like they suck dick faster, but I haven't had like a fire ass like blowjob from a white girl though.
Not the first brother I heard that from.
You know what I'm saying? Mm. But they'll definitely do it like a lot faster than y'all will. Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
black girls suck dick.
No,
so
I'm
my
not saying
friend
that,
Terry,
I'm not
he give
saying
me
that
this
they
hard
don't.
time all the time. He be like, black bitches don't suck dick, Brittany. That's why I have to let white bitches suck my dick. I be like, no, nigga, like I'm leading the crusade of black bitches that suck dick. Like black women suck dick. It's not just white women.
They do after a probationary period.
Well, yeah, we gotta know you. We can't just like meet you and suck your dick that night.
That would be
There's things.
That would be amazing.
Jamal just ain't got no game.
That would, yo, nigga. Yeah, this nigga don't fuck with that, bruh. What's the last black bitch you fuck with, my nigga?
Bruh, I just pulled one before we left.
This is where?
Bitch, you ain't seen her.
Where? Nigga,
Then you know it's official? Oh, yeah, thanks, bitch.
yeah, nigga. That's exactly how I know it's official, nigga. You gotta show me, bruh. I'm from Missouri today.
Just show me, state.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, like that's a tough situation to be in. Like I do remember keeping a tally, and it's hard to bring up. Like it's hard to bring up when you've brought it up before and like the outcome is negative, because then you feel like, well, what the fuck am I why am I keep talking about this same shit for? But
well, thank you for not leading me down that path.
Man.
Thank you for helping me see the light.
That's so fucking... That's terrible, man. Damn. I don't want to be the martyr.
Nah, I'm not upset about it. You definitely... I mean, that was a service.
Yeah, nigga, for you.
Yeah.
What that did?
You never know where your lessons might come from.
What did that shit do for me, though? I mean, honestly, though, I don't feel like... I don't remember, like, being all, like, damn, why you don't suck my dick more? Like, I don't remember being like that.
No, you weren't like that because I was sucking your dick. But it was just like, you were definitely, like, training me. Like, you know, like, a nigga need his dick sucked often. This is how you should suck a dick. It should be sloppy. It should be nasty. Like, I mean, like, these are things that I learned from you that I just carried on in life. Like,
damn. I'm gonna need some Christmas gifts from them niggas or something. Tell them niggas to send me some freaks, man. Shit, man. What's your dating situation like since your last situation?
Yeah. So, I have been dating a guy. It's been cool, but I'm just super cautious. Like,
Or what?
I don't want to be back where I was.
What
the
you
way
mean?
the way my last situation ended. Like, I don't want to be back there.
But if you said it was like a health thing.
Yeah, but he knew he was sick. Like, we knew he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was definitely much like he just made choices that impacted both of us.
I got you.
But the sick part I can deal with, the aftermath with the family and like all of that shit. That part I'm not good with. So I'm like super cognizant now of like, I'm asking niggas like, well, what's your family like? How's your mama? Like, I need to know because I don't want to have to be in court again. And I definitely don't want to have to flip nobody else's mom out of no wheelchairs. So.
Wait, what?
Hold
on, cuz.
Yeah. Like, but everything happens for a reason. That's why I'm like, I needed to come here to have this conversation because everything happens for a reason. Because I didn't cheat with him. We didn't date until later, but I definitely was attracted to him. Like, I remember being attracted to him and having a connection with him and having a vibe. But he had a girlfriend, and it was just like a place that we never went. Mm-hmm. But I still think that's inappropriate. Thinking back now, I feel like it was inappropriate.
Have you ever been cheated on?
By him, all the time.
What's all that define all the time?
7, 8 bitches.
Like, wait, but that don't. All right.
To me, that's all the time because we was maybe together like 8 years. Me and him. Damn. Not even that long, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we were in each other's lives for a total of 10 years. Mm-hmm. But together, maybe not even 8. You know, maybe like 6.
Oh, so you mean like throughout the whole like duration?
Yeah. But no, I mean just like the duration from like we made it official. Like he broke up with his girlfriend, and then he was single for a while, and then we made it official.
What's a while?
Maybe like a few months, like 6 months.
That's not a while.
That is a while.
That's not a while.
No, I was like in my early 20s in college drinking every day. Like that was my early 20s. Like, that is 6 months was a long time back then. That's a whole semester of school. All right.
Right. But so what you mean all the time though? Like just because you like he had 7 different girls, but was it like a consistent?
I mean,
thing,
them is bitches that I know of. So if I find out that you cheated with 7 or 8 different bitches, then there's probably, to me, there's probably more. I mean, I know who my father is. I know what he was capable of, so I'm not oblivious.
So how you find out?
Because bitches are messy.
Oh, they hit you with the I'm coming to you as a woman.
Yeah.
For real? That's a real thing?
I probably still got some screenshots on my phone, and I had to tell the one. But when they would run into me, it would be a response that they weren't expecting because they'll be like, okay, well, if you been fucking my nigga, why you calling me today? Sound like you got a problem with that nigga. Like, what did he do to you today that now you want to talk to me?
Yeah. That makes
sense. You need to contact him and not me. Like, I don't want no parts of that. Like,
I don't want no parts.
I don't want no parts of that. Like, I want to be in the middle of you and him. But bitches will use you as a pawn.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want no parts. I can deal with him, but you're not going to be a part of me dealing with him. Mm-hmm. You'll be on the outside. And that's usually how I found out. They just reach out to me, come up to me. I'll come to a gig. They come up to me and be like, oh, or they'll know who I am. Mm-hmm. So that's my first red flag. You know who the fuck I am. So this is not woman to woman.
Damn. So how does that make you feel? And why do you go back?
You mean why don't you leave? Ain't no go back. You just don't leave. It's not like I'm like, well, you cheated this time, so I'm about to leave and then come back. No, I'm just like, we have a conversation. It's like I'm not gonna do that. Like, or sometimes it'll be like, that bitch was lying. You know, I'm here, I'm there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Bitches see me and they think like, oh, because I invited them to this party, or oh, I sent them a personal invite. Like, in hindsight, now I know it was a bunch of bullshit. Mm. But so then it's like, okay, cool, maybe this one is lying. Okay, cool, maybe, I'm gonna make this work. So and a lot of it too was like, So I don't know if you ever know, but he ended up opening the club. So he was just promoting, in which I was helping him with that. But then it was like, okay, now at this point you own the club, and we intermingle in money. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I have invested here too. So I have to make sure I get what's mine. So I mean, it pretty much became.
That is like.
So, it was like a whole different life than what I was having with you.
How do you? I don't even know how to ask stuff. Like, when you go from, and by no means I'm saying like I was like the perfect nigga or whatever, but when you go from just a person like how I was to a person like how you just explained, like, what does that do to you mentally? Like, how does that make you? What thought processes are you having within that process, or is that even something that a girl would even think about?
For me, I just decided not to think about it. Like, once I made the decision, it's behind me. Like, I'm not gonna keep bringing it up, because then I have to deal with myself and the decision that I made, and knowing that it probably wasn't the best decision. You have to remember, I got girlfriends in the picture too, that are like, you should do this, you should do that, this shit is crazy, like da 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 da. So at that point, I'm just like, no, I made this decision, I gotta stick with it. Because if I go back on it, then it's like, well, this person was right, or I have to remember, or I have to give my friend credit for being right over me, and I don't want to be wrong. Like, like I'm saying, like I feel like we know when we making fucked up decisions. We just do it because it's like you gotta commit to it.
Yeah, like you already in that shit.
May as well just ride it. And like, sometimes I feel like that was what I deserved, because I picked it. You know what I mean? I had other options. I had better choices, but that's what I decided to pick. And he was a provider, so that was a big deal for me. Like,
provider.
He was the things that I wanted. Like, I was like, I want somebody that's here. I want somebody that's present. I want somebody that's a provider. I never said, like, I want somebody that's going to love me. I want somebody that's going to be unconditional. I want somebody that's going to marry me. Like, I never said those things when I was looking for, you know what I mean? It was like, I just went this whole different direction in life.
Not many girls do, man. Yeah. And I think that's what be pissing me off sometimes. Is like, I don't know, like I don't know if it was my parents or I don't know what it is, but like that's always the thing that I'll be trying to, I guess, talk shit about. Is like, why is that not the most important thing? Like, why is it always? It always seems like when it comes to women, not all, but some. It never seems like you lead with the character of a man, or how a guy treats you. Like, that always seems to be on the back burner. But then when you get in a situation where a guy doesn't treat you, find out like, oh shit, I don't want to be treated like this. That's when it becomes like important. I just never understood like why it was in there. It seems like the order is reversed. I just never understood why.
You have to remember, I have little sisters too.
You said what?
I have younger sisters. Yeah. So now I see that shit in real time,
You feel like they on the same shit?
Yeah, they on the same shit.
How old are they now?
20, you old.
I know.
The youngest is 23 now.
Oh my.
I'm going to put this in perspective. Dallas is 17.
That's ridiculous.
That's my nigga though.
How's he?
Oh, good.
That's what's up, man.
He gonna make it out. That's all that matters.
That's what's up, man.